job making sure our tailbone's heavy on our reformer. Let's stay out halfway and start pulsing. And 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen all the way out. Returning back home. We're going to move our heels to the outer corner of the foot bar. External rotation. Inhale to prepare. On our exhale, we're going to lengthen out. Making sure to resist the carriage as we come back. Squeeze everything tight. Make sure you're working those inner thighs. And 3, 2 reps and a breathe. 2, 1. Let's start pulsing halfway. And 3, 2, 1. Lengthen out and return back home. We're going to go internal rotation. Rotate your toes in and your knees in. All the way up the corners of the foot bar. Inhale to prepare. On your exhale, push out. Working our outer thighs here. Make sure to squeeze your thighs. And 3, 2, and 1. Let's start pulsing our carriage. Three, 2, and 1. Stretch all the way out, bending your knees and returning home. We're going to wrap all 10 toes around the foot bar in parallel. And we're going to stretch out, lower our heels, and lift our heels for calf raises. Inhale, lower. On our exhale, lift. For 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do Pilates V, toes on the foot bar, heels connected. For some calf raises, lower and lift, toes on the foot bar, heels together, lift and lower. For 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen out. We are going to go into prancing. So lower one heel, to your chest. Roll side to side, giving your spine a massage. Awesome job. We're going to get, when you're ready, into our bridging. We're going to make sure our headrest is down. Heels on the foot bar, hip distance apart and parallel. When you're ready, we're going to inhale to prepare. On our exhale, curl your tailbone towards your nose, rolling up one bone at a time. Inhale at the top, and exhale, roll down one bone at a time. Continuing this motion, inhale to prepare. On your exhale, curl that tailbone towards your nose. Last one. Exhale, roll all the way down, back to your carriage. We're going to start our neutral bridges, keeping our back flat and abs tight. We're going to keep our feet same position. We're going to lift up at the hips and return back down, keeping that spine nice and flat, abs tight. Making sure to engage our hamstrings. Now half range from the bottom to the middle. We're going to lift and lower our hips from the bottom to the middle of our bridge. Good. Everyone looks good. Hips stay floating off that carriage. And let's pulse in the middle here. Small, tiny pulses in our bridge, keeping abs tight and back flat. Pulse. Awesome job. Now we're going to go half range from the middle of our bridge back to the top. Good work. And now for the end range. 1 inch down, squeeze back up to the top. 1 inch down, 1 inch up. Awesome job. Hips hinge all the way down. Let's return back to our carriage. Awesome.
All right, thank you. Oh, can we give her a hand? All right, so we're going to roll to our side. We're going to go into our springboard. So standing, you're going to adjust your springs onto an 8. The yellow springs are on 8. And you're going to sit down and place your hands on the flat handles, hands on the flat handles sitting down. And you're going to grab your pole that is below. There's a little bar. You're going to change your handles into that bar. So changing your bar into that handle. It's going to look like Julie here. She has that bar attached to her spring. Let me know if you need help. And then you're going to sit down and then lie on almost your back. Not yet, actually. Just sit on your tush. Place your hands on the bar. Your feet are going to go against the bottom bar. So your legs will straighten out slightly. Yep. So feet against the bar, you're going to place your right hand in the middle of the bar, and you're going to scoop your belly and go into a C curve. Your left arm is going to go out, and then you're just going to lower and then squeeze your obliques to lift. So you're using your obliques here. Yeah. So try to keep your feet completely still and your legs are completely straight. Straight legs. Straighten the legs. You're in a C curve. And if everybody could watch, I'm going to have Julie here demo this. So her legs are straight. Her hand is in the center. Her left arm is straightened out to the side. She's lowering in that C curve and she's scooping her obliques to lift. Like so. Good. So you have to stay down, stay low. Using, if your right hand is on that bar, your right obliques. Good, now stay down. You're going to bring that left arm out and back. You're going to bring it back and forth, just keeping your obliques engaged, really squeezing with that right oblique. Keeping your torso still for 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to return all the way up. Place your left hand on and do the same thing. You're going to scoop your belly, roll back. You're going to squeeze from the left obliques. Stop. The lower you are, the more your obliques will work. So stay low. Keep your feet connected to that bottom bar. And keep your legs and everything else still. Go for 4. Don't go all the way up. Stay down. And bring your arm out and back. Keep that oblique engaged. Try to stay still here. So we're not lifting up anymore. You're keeping your torso still, just moving your arm only. And both hands on that bar so you can roll back up. And everybody, we're going to make sure our feet position is correct. Your feet should be in front of the bar, not against the wall. So feet in front of the bar, good. And we're going to prepare to keep our lower our back all the way on the ground. So if you do want to bend your knees here, you can, because you're going to bring your back all the way onto the mat. So both hands on the bar. You're going to sit up as tall as you can, crown towards the ceiling. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, scoop your belly, roll down bone by bone, all the way into the mat. Now once your head touches the ground, you're going to squeeze the bar towards your chest. You're going to go into extension, lifting your chest and chin up. And then slowly release the bar, return to neutral, and then squeeze, go back into extension for 2 more times. Yours should stay on the ground. So everybody roll all the way onto the ground, stay down, your head stays on the ground. You're going to squeeze the bar towards your chest, and you're going to go into extension, release the bar slightly, you're still on the ground, squeeze the bar towards the chest in extension, and do that one more time. And then you're going to bring your arms straight, scoop your chin towards your chest, roll up bone by bone. This is your roll up. And you're going to do it one more time on your up, rolling down. Go into the extension, lifting your chin up, chin goes up, and you're going to squeeze it in, and then straighten the arms to roll back up, and switch sides. You're going to place your left hand on the center, and go into your obliques on the other side. Oh, left hand on center, your right arm goes out. You're going to do the same move you did earlier. So you're lowering the body into into that C curve, and then you're scooping your openings to lift. If you need to watch somebody, you can look right here. This is how it's going to look. You're squeezing the obliques to lift. And you're going to stay still. Now bring your arm out and back in. You should be feeling your left obliques engaged. You should be keeping your legs completely still. Could you go up a little bit so you can use your abs? Yeah, stay there. Stay there. Stay there. And just move your arm. Move your arm back and back. There. You can go a little lower actually. Could you go a little lower? Maybe bend your knees so you don't have to push so far out. Yeah. And slowly return back up. And we're going to go into our final move. You're going to place both hands on the bar. You're going to pivot onto your right side. So now you should bring your arms towards the left slightly. So your arms should be towards the left slightly. You're going to be scooping your belly and then rolling back, and you should be ending up on your left side. Then you're going to roll to your center, then back to your right, and then you're going to scoop your belly, roll all the way up, and then restack. And we'll do that one more time together. So you're going to bring your arms into the left, scoop your belly, roll all the way onto your back. Your head touches the ground, but you're on your left side a little bit. Then you're going to go to the center. Then you're going to be onto the right. Your head is on the ground. And then you're going to tuck your chin and then roll back up. And do that one more time.
Or just how you switch it back.
Your head's on the ground and just rolling through.
Give me a call if it doesn't, and I can try to figure out why not.
Good. And then stay at the top. You're going to reverse. So we're going to bring our arms to the right. You're going to roll all the way down. And your head is going to be on the ground. Then you're going to go to the center, then to the left with your head still on the ground. Then you're going to scoop back up. If your head doesn't touch the ground, you can always bend your knees. And last one, stay at the top. And we're going to be releasing that bar, and you're going to be on your back. On your back, you're going to bring your arm and your hands to your temples. You're going to go to a regular chest lift. Squeeze your abs. Lift the chest towards your knees. We're going to go to our abs. Go for 4, 3. Make sure your head is heavy, because you don't want to use your neck to do this chest lift. You want to use the abs. Keep the head heavy. Good. Now lift your knees as you lift your head. So you're going to go into a leg lift as your chest lifts. Knees stay up. Your feet don't touch the ground any longer. So your legs lower, your chest lowers, your legs lift, your chest lifts. Everything is moving. No stopping. I'm watching. Keep your chest up. You're going to now straighten and bend your legs. Straighten and bend. Let's go into our double leg stretch. You keep your chest still. Your chest doesn't move at all. It stays up. You're going to bring your arms up, and then it's going to circle around, hug your knees. Straighten the legs, bring the arms up, circle the arms, bring your knees in, and hug. This is your double leg stretch. So it's going to straighten into that long diagonal, both legs up, both legs stay up, into that long diagonal. So it's a 45 degree. You're going to bend and then hug your shins. And then straighten your legs, bring your arms around and hug your chin. Perfect. Keep your chest up. And keep your legs straight, and then point them to the ceiling. You're going to go to your toe taps. So you're just reaching for your toes. Squeeze your chest up, lift for your toes. This is your end range sit-ups basically. So don't go all the way down, you lower just an inch and squeeze back up. 20 seconds. Good, I don't see anybody stopping, so awesome job. And then I'm going to put on some upbeat music. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower your chest, hug your knees. And you're going to straighten the legs only, and you're going to go into your crisscross. Legs go to the left and to the right. Imagine the midline, the line that's being crossed every time the legs switch. You're not going to cross the midline, you're just going to get to it. So I don't want you to bring your legs too far towards the other side. That way you save your energy and you get to work your abs more. And now you're going to squeeze your abs so much that your lower back is slightly flexed. This is your imprint. We're going to stay in these leggings for a while. Make it harder by lifting the chest. Go for 5. And scissor is up, down, straight down. Make it small, but we're trying not to stop here. Small. So we're not crisscrossing, it's just going up and down. Up and down only, vertical. Make sure you don't hurt your back, that's what the imprint is for. You're squeezing your abs so tight that it protects your back. That means your range gets smaller, you're not going all the way up or all the way down because of that imprint. Keep your legs still, only one leg lowers, then it returns back up, then the other leg lowers. Good. Just go really slow and go smaller, so that way you don't take it. 2 more moves. The next one's really good, so if you have to save your energy for the next one that's coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No stopping for this one. You're going to scissor, scissor, circle. Scissor, scissor, circle. These are helicopters. Vertical, vertical, circle. Good job. 5 more. And hug your knees. Everybody, we're all done. Alright, we're going to adjust your purple springs. So if you're taller than 5'6" or you have longer legs, then you're going to keep it on a 5. But if you're shorter than 5'6" and you have shorter legs like me, actually shorter than me, you could go on a 4. So purple springs, if you're shorter than 5'4", on the 4, and then keep it on the 5 if you're taller than 5'6". Now we're going to line our back with our head facing the springboard, head facing the mirror, and your legs are going to be pointing towards the middle of the room. And then you can place the straps of the purple springs onto your feet. And always feel free to adjust it if you need to. Actually, I need to move the bar from the yellow spring out of your way. So you can just bring it on top of the bar. Oh, actually, because you're doing it that way. And then just get ready when you're ready. Yeah. Then begin with lower and lifts. And make sure you adjust yourself. So if you feel like you need to move towards the springboard more to keep it tight, then do so.
purpose of this is to just keep your hips completely still. So if you feel like your hips are wavering up and down, you need to shorten your range. Check if you're moving evenly. Try to feel your hamstrings as you control on the lifts. Towards that spot. Okay, yeah. And then go slow up and slow down. So that way you can squeeze your muscles. And then try to make it even. And you're going to bring it to a 45-degree angle and draw circles. Just like regular leg straps. And check if your hips are moving at all. They should be completely still. And reverse. And bring the legs into a 45-degree. Go into Pilates V. You're going to bend and straighten. Go into your frogs. So heels stay together. You're just bending and straightening. How intense is it from 1 to 10? And you're going to go into your Peter Pans. Keep your legs straight. You're going to bend one knee and the other leg straightens to the side. And you press it back into the center and switch. Make sure the legs straighten together in the center before you switch. Straighten both legs in the center, then switch. Okay, do you feel it? Two calves. Okay, that's it. From level 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest. Like, it's difficult? Oh, okay. We're going to push up. And let's do one more. Good. And now we're going to keep our legs straight. You're going to click, 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 open together. You're in Pilates V. You're just clicking 3 times and then open. So we're just destabilizing our hip flexors here. And slowly take your straps off and bend your knees. We're going to go to roll up, and you're going to go onto your TRX. So grab your TRX. And you're going to push your chair really towards the middle of the room because you want to have a lot of space here. Alright, so Julie's going to help me demonstrate. So she's going to adjust her straps first. I'll grab one and she's grabbing the other. You're going to first grab this metal black buckle. Grab the black buckle. What's happening here is this top part, you're going to push it slightly down, and that's going to give a release for you to pull the yellow tab up. So slightly press it, because if you press all the way down it won't work. Just halfway press it. And now she's going to stand and walk back with both of her handles and make sure she has space to do a squat. So she's going to push her chair all the way back. And she's going to prepare for a squat. She's going to sit and lift. Sit and lift. She thinks it's easy for now, but she's just going to wait.
Her back is gonna stay straight. Good. So let's get to that spot before we move on. Good. Alright. Let me know if you need help. I'll be there.
I need help.
Okay.
I can't see without my glasses and I can't work out with them, so. It's fun too, and it doesn't work.
Okay.
I think it needs to be shorter.
So everybody who needs help is gonna press the black buckle halfway down and you're gonna lift all the way up. Like that. It's gonna be press this. Yep, halfway and then lift this. So you're pressing all the way. You press it halfway and then lift. So you have to kind of grab the back of it. Like that. Good. All the way up. Everybody's gonna stay down. You're going to hold on to these handles like they're stinky socks. And you're just going to lift and lower it 1 inch, so into your pulses. So you're barely holding onto that handle because you're using all of your glutes and hamstrings now. Good. Stay down, no breaks. Good. And you're going to keep your hips down. You're going to lift your heels up and down. Heels up, heels down. Really use your legs and lean back, because you don't want to be leaning forward. The way to lean back is to use and activate the hamstrings. Good. Back is straight, chest is up. Keep going. Keep your heels up. You're going to lower your hips 1 inch down, 1 inch up. Heels stay up.
Arms straight.
Arms are going to be slightly bent, and that's just going to allow you to keep your collarbone wide and for you to just not be too tight. Okay. And just stay still, stay down. Good. Find the spot where your hamstrings work the most. Hold it there. Could you go 1 more inch down? And come up, take a break. All right, let's work on our balance. You're gonna go into single leg lunges. You're gonna bring your right leg up. You're gonna hold on to your handles, and then you're gonna go into that pistol squat. You wanna try to keep your knees coming forward in front of the toes, so knee stays behind toes if you can. Good. This is about balance and strengthening. Try to keep your TRX tight at all times. If you're ever making it, if it's ever getting loose, then try to continue working on keeping it tight. It should always be tight. And then stay low. You're going to go into your pulses. Back is straight. You're not too tight with your grip. You're in control. And then you're going to lift and lower your heel, keeping everything else still. So hips, heels up, heels down. The heel that you're on the ground with. Yep. And switch legs, you're on your opposite leg now. Pistol squat. Try to lean forward with your chest so you're not leaning back. Okay. But you want to keep your body weight back, but your chest is kind of vertical. Yeah. Always adjust your alignment. Middle of your knee should follow the second and third toe. And let's pulse 1 inch up, 1 inch down.
And keep it still, lift and lower the heel. Awesome, return home. All right, this one's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a little harder to teach. So what's gonna happen is Julie's gonna help me demo it. So she's standing underneath her yellow anchor point. She's going to adjust her straps, and I'll help you guys if you need to. She's gonna grab both of them. I'm gonna pretend I'm her. She's going to pull until it's, sorry, could you stand in front of it? Until it's mid-calf length. So that's gonna be from this spot. So this is a little too low. I'm gonna pull it so it's mid-calf. Yeah. So once it's mid-calf, she's going to sit down facing her straps. Yeah, like that. And then everybody's gonna be there first before I move on. Make sure they're even.
Is it mid-calf?
Yeah. It's even, I'm gonna do it a little lower. Because we're gonna prepare for planks. We're gonna put our feet in here in a second. So if you think it's too high for your feet to be in there for your plank, you might want it a little lower. Just a little bit. Like that. That's good. Nice job. Yep. Okay, guys. This side is ready, and then up to again. If you already know how to get into your plank from this, you can get started. Just sit down when you're ready, facing your straps. Good. Good. That's a good length. I'm gonna make sure they're even now. That's even. Good. Okay. And you can take it off. I'm gonna pull it up a little bit. So this is how we're gonna get into our plank unless you're already there. You're going to face your straps. Unless, okay, if you guys already know how to do it, I'm gonna just tell everybody else. You're gonna face your straps, you're gonna place both of your feet on the bottom loop, that bottom hole. And it's gonna be mid-foot. So you have to have the arch of your foot into that bottom strap. If you're already in the plank, just straight go out into your plank if you're ready. You're now going to bring, for everyone else, the right leg over the left. And now you're going to roll onto your forearms and get into your plank. Yep, towards the same direction. There you go. Now you're in your straps. The top of the foot should be on there. In other words, it's not at your ankle, it's on the top of your midfoot. Now everybody on your forearms and hold your plank. Hold your plank. Your hips should be high and level with the shoulders. Shift forward and back with your forearms. Forward and back. I'm going to make sure everybody's straps are good. Okay, you have to really squeeze your abs because I'm going to adjust your strap, alright? Squeeze your abs. It's going to move a little bit. Okay.
Towards you.
Good. No breaks. 10 more seconds. And slowly lower one knee at a time. That was just our preparation. Okay, we're going to go into our pikes. So we're going to stay, actually we're going to put our wrists down. You can also make fists to protect the wrist. Now you're going to keep your legs straight. You're going to lift up into a pike and then press it back into a plank. You're not going to be able to do a full pike, but just do it as much as you can. Okay, this is tricky with the feet, but what you want is to keep it on that top of the midfoot. Testing. You want to keep the strap on the top of the midfoot. I know it's a little tricky, so don't feel like you need to go fast or go far, because that strap is tricky. So if you don't feel comfortable progressing, just stay in a plank. So just do the plank on the forearms. Everybody else, you can keep your legs straight and then just lift and lower the hips in the pike. Now go into your plank. You're going to bend and straighten your knees in and back, keeping your hips
perfectly fine to listen to your body and stay in a certain level to stay safe. Good. We have one more move. And let's take a break. Last move is up. Let's put our forearms on, go into your plank, shift forward and back. And stay still, hold your plank, keep your belly button actively up. Belly button stays in and tight. 10 more seconds. Every time I see somebody on the ground, I'm gonna add 3 seconds. So I'm adding 3. I'm adding another 3, another 3. Okay, we're at 23 seconds. Still? Oh, 26. We're a group, guys. Let's stay up. Three more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and let's return home and go into a child's pose. Pushing your hips back, knees apart. Place your right hand over your left, and then stretch out your right side by almost making like a banana shape to push the right rib cage out and feel that stretch on your obliques. And then just slowly shift to the other side, feeling your obliques stretch. And let's return to center. You're going to slowly go into a downward dog, both hands on the mat. Your feet are tucked behind you, and you're going to push your back and hips up. You're going to pedal your knee one leg at a time. You're not on your TRX. Sorry, you guys are on your ground. Downward dog is where your feet are on the ground, and you're just stretching your back up. Feet are on the ground. And now you're going to walk your hands slowly back, and you're going to scoop your belly and roll up bone by bone. Alright, we're going to go on one blue spring and end with some planks. One blue. One blue, yeah. And if you want more support, if you have a bigger or heavier frame, you can do one red, which is going to give you more support to keep you up. Now let's get on our forearms and push out in our plank.
You just did the plank.
Yeah, okay, do you guys want to do a different thing? Do you guys want to do sit-ups then? Or do you want to do legs?
Legs.
Okay, let's do legs, okay. Let's go into one red. Actually, okay, I have 2 options. We can do a glute with the red, or we can do like a really intense inner thigh exercise on a blue. Glutes? Okay, gotcha. Let's do one red, and you're gonna be on your side facing the back, parking lot. Yep, so you can use your forearm to keep your head up, or you can use your headrest and lift it up. I like to use the forearm, so just use the forearm as a pillow. You're going to now grab the front strap and put it through your leg. It's going to end up above your knee. And you're going to go into your clams. You're going to lift and lower the top leg. You make sure you're in Pilates V, so that way your toes should stay tucked toward your nose, and you lift and lower. Toes stay tucked towards nose, good. Make sure you're long through your spine, so that way you shouldn't be like flexed. So long spine from the crown of the head through your tailbone.
sure your hips stay still. If you're rolling back, that means you're not using your glutes as much. So just stay where the glutes are responsible for the movement. Now you're going to lift the top leg off and back. Off and back. Your top leg is floating. You don't have to lift too high because I know that's where your hips are going to start getting involved and the glutes will stop. So just limit your range to where you feel your glute. You can place your top hand on that glute and feel it activating. Your strap is going to go up. And you're going to stay at the top. You're just going to pulse it with that top leg, just for 10. And draw tiny circles with that top leg. And reverse. And let's take our straps off and switch sides. Same thing. Give me any feedback after class if you could rate it from 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest and 1 being easy. Just let me know so I know what your gauge of it was. So your strap goes above your knee and you're going to go Pilates V, lift and lower, heels stay together. It's 6:22, so if you need to leave early, you're welcome to, but you won't be rushed out. Long spine, out the crown of your head, and tailbone. Toes tucked towards nose. Keeping hips still. And you're going to lift the top leg off. It's floating. Keep your top leg and top foot tucked towards the nose. It's going to be like a windshield wiper, just back and forth. Good. And circle, staying at the top. Reverse. And slowly return home, take your strap off, and let's go into our final stretch. Facing the middle of the room, standing. Alright, you're just going to roll shoulders back. Place your feet wide, push your hips back for that leg stretch. And feel those hamstrings. Scoop your belly to roll up. And you're going to just bring yourself into a lunge and just give yourself a hip flexor stretch. Back toes pointing out, front leg is bent. Feel your hip flexor. Switch. Front leg is bent, back leg is straight, and toes are pointed out. Alright, awesome job guys, good job. Stay wide.
Just put the TRX under the hook, but everything else you're gonna leave for the next class. Let me know from 1 to 10 how intense the class was. Oh, yeah. Okay. Good.
This is the one.
This is the one.
This is not the one.
And let me see. Next week is my last class because I need to focus on school, but continue moving and yeah.